Yeah, let me see. Wait for some people. Post comment. Let me put the link here. See if people want to hop. No, wrong thing. Like, let me post comment. No, there you go. Hey, welcome. This is my first slide doing this. If anyone wants to hop on, and I should have Stan from Sea of Serpents Morphs hopping on in a bit as soon as he gets done doing what needs to be doing, as well as Eddie from Static Morphs. So yeah, like hopefully some just waiting for them to get on. Maybe I just assume, but it's whatever. How's everybody doing? Someone backed out real quick. But yeah, how's everybody doing in the comments? Evening, John. Hey John, you want to hop on for a bit, show off some snakes real quick, maybe? Well, we wait for that, I guess. Cause I I'm just waiting for Eddie. Like he said he'd be on, but I don't know. If not, I might just do this. I might just push this off for a bit later. Let's see. Oh, Ed. Oh, Ed, let's go. Oh, what's up, Eddie?
Not much, man.
I was waiting for you. I was like, oh God. I was like, nah, bro, what's up? Nah, but welcome. This is my first live snakes and stuff today. I got my partner Eddie, coming to show us some snakes. Stan's gonna hop on in a bit. We as you know, Stan's wife's, going through a really hard fight, so I'd appreciate everyone in the chat, giving her love and support. You know, it's not just her fight, it's everyone's fight. We all might have a loved one that's dealt with it, let's have that fight. So, just spread love and positivity, bruh. Anyway. But yeah, Eddie, how's your day going so far, my boy? How's the
Bored,
storm?
bored, bored, bored. Lots of rain.
Lots of rain. Like I thought you were going to say it's like I thought it was going to be like a blizzard, not such weird slushy snow type thing, bro.
Yeah, I'm like 8 blocks away from the lake, and it was all rain all day.
All rain, all day. Did they cancel? Did they cancel school?
Today they did. I don't know about tomorrow yet.
Oh man, that must have been fun being at home all day. No,
Yeah,
but
could always be
hey,
worse.
did you pair anything up? Did you pair anything up?
Uh,
To,
I've been pairing them. I pulled a lot of them today because they were done.
that's did you ever get anything from that spot nose girl?
I don't know.
Nah, hey, it'll take time, bro. Like, hey, she's huge though. Like, how I don't know how you got her that big so fast, man.
Yeah, he's still in there.
Oh, the stranger, your
Yeah,
boy.
see if I can switch the camera around.
Let's see.
Um,
Okay, let me see. Oh, by the way, for those in the comments, this is Eddie from Static Morphs. He's my business partner. Like he does all the snake stuff. I just kind of do what I can do when I can do it. That makes. Oh, is he trying? Oh, is he trying? And
not really, but
um,
we'll give him some time.
all right. So yeah, like he's. I got a question. What's your most anticip? Oh wait. Oh wait, you just backed out. We lost Eddie. We lost Eddie, guys. Wait, he'll come back. He'll come back. Don't worry. Let me get him. There you go.
My bad.
It's all good. So Eddie, what's your most anticipated? Oh, I know, but for the people viewing, what's your most anticipated clutches for 2024, my boy?
I don't know. I got a couple of them. We got a pastel butter extreme jean het clown that was bred to
Ooh,
a GHI fire blade clown.
ooh,
So
that's
maybe
nice.
we'll hit some 4 or 5, maybe 16 combos.
Okay, okay,
Got a
okay.
couple of GHI stranger het clown male
Uh,
paired to a few different females.
I know you're excited for that one, bro. Like I
It,
remember, I remember when you said it. You were like, you're like Devin. I want to get into Stranger. I'm like, I got you. This is my boy Jason Amos. And then ever since then, he's been terrorizing us into buying stuff ever since.
yeah, yeah. Jason's a good guy. He's got some nice stuff.
He's got, bro. It's like I look at what I got, and I look at you got. They look at you. Like, see, you got such awesome stuff, and I'm just basic with what at least the stuff that I contributed. Like, and it's just, it fits, but it's like, man, it's not bougie. It makes sense,
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. But like,
You got some
what?
nice stuff. Desert Ghost stuff. I'd hang on to
Uh,
that.
I mean, that's yeah, but that's our thing. So that, but like, I know your favorite and like, what's your favorite animal in your collection, my boy?
It's a hard question, man.
I remember it was you.
Hard.
You had that GH high lesser pin.
Nah, I would have to say probably that Super Orange Dream I produced this year.
Oh, it's even more than your DG boy, because I remember when you hit the DG boy, you were just over the
Yeah,
moon.
I mean he's definitely nice too. I forgot about him. He's busy right now.
Yeah, he's like, hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's on date night right now.
yeah, locking up with That's honestly, is that your first line breeding ever? Actually,
Yeah, that's the first time I've had the chance to breed one back to the original pairing.
bro, yeah, that's just we talk about it all the time in the industry, but until you actually do it, it's always like it does. How does it feel? Just how does it feel the fact that you raised stuff? Because I know you said right, those were your son's animals, right? Like the DGs, the parents of that one. It
The
was
two heads that produced the visual that I have now did come from my son. Yeah, he came home with them one day. It actually how it kicked this whole thing off. He came home with a couple one day, explained what he was doing, kind of piqued my interest, and it was off to the races after that.
oh, what's up, Craft Brew? Hey,
What's up, Ken?
hey, hey.
It's good.
Yo, Kent's out here. He's gloating because he hasn't seen my profile picture yet. On Facebook, my boy's a Cowboys fan, and I promised if the Cowboys won the division, I would change my profile picture to the logo. And
Hey, I'm gonna be right
I
back.
hid
Told
it.
you.
I'm gonna edit my
Put
name
you
on the
But
in.
screen.
all right, I listen, bro. Listen, I we are so like I'm an Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan since 2004, since I was 7 years old. All right. I've been an Eagles fan since I was 7 years old, and this is the first year that I've ever been so depressed. This is the first time I've been so depressed from my team, bro. Like we're fraudulent, bro, and it hurts me to say it, but we're fraudulent.
I mean,
We're
no, you might do it again next year though, because now you get all the second place teams. You play the NFC South, which should be 4 wins. You're gonna beat, the Giants at least once, Commandos at least twice. I mean, So we're going to be doing this again 4
I
years
can't
straight.
even I can't even bully Eddie because he's a Packers fan. They're good right now.
I'm actually scared it's going to be a trap game for Dallas. McCarthy against his old team. Packers are hot. But Dallas is at home,
Eddie.
and they're 16-0 the past 2 years. So give me some, confidence. But it's going to be fun, I think.
I'm gonna be
So
honest with you. I didn't expect the Packers to even get this far this year anyway.
Well, I mean, look at the Rams and the Packers made it. And if you would have told me both those teams would have made it around midway through the season, I'd have been like, you're funny.
Right?
They're both looking pretty good.
Hey, was Kraft, what projects are you looking for this year, man? Like for 2024?
To hit. So I right now currently I have a clown possible blade, possible het orange ghost paired with an orange dream, possible double het clown orange ghost. So hopefully, I get something. If I just get clowns, I'll be happy with that because that means she approved. If I hit the double visual or the all jeaner, that's awesome. It's a long shot. So that's like the biggest one I have. If my male ultramel het pied eats, he hasn't since I got him in like August. I don't know. He was eating everything, and he got here and just decided not to eat. So he's now in this tiny ass tub behind me. So he's on paper. He's got a hide that he doesn't fit in. Next step is Da Vinci Boa. So if I can get him to eat a couple times, just so I don't like kill him, pairing him, I'm going to pair him to my het pied and my visual pied. So the hope there is to hit pied het ultramels.
Oh wait, Eddie, back. Eddie, there you go.
So
I'm new to this on my phone, man. Usually I do it from the laptop.
Yeah, the phone's the worst, man. You hit the wrong button, go to look at the chat.
Yep. That's exactly what just happened, man.
No, but with Eddie and I can't say we've ever had a mail go off. Like I don't know what it is. What it's just like in the fact it's the opposite. Like I can say, well, I can speak, and Eddie can vouch for me. Every mail I sent Eddie has been at least as in over like 700, 800 grams within the first year. Just kind of like pigs. Like they almost eat like females, and it's just like they're lazy breeders though. Like Eddie, remember when you were before you hit your DG, and I sent you that double head, that pastel spot nose double head DG clown male, and for the life of us, he would not lock that DG girl, and it was so frustrating. But
I gave him like 7 or 8 chances. He just wouldn't get it done.
But he right away would lock Taylor. Remember Taylor? He would lock Taylor's female like normal girl, like no hesitation.
Yeah. I think that's the issue I'm having with this stranger GHI right now. He's in with that banger clown female, and she's throwing the tail at him and everything. He ain't doing shit but sitting there. But if I throw him to these other 2 females he's already locked, he'll go right after it.
Right. I mean, they can be picky. I mean, I got the first season, and I actually paired them up again. My first clutch was a champagne pastel to my normal now het pied. But he went off of food for like the entire time until she, ovulated, did her whole thing. And last year I didn't pair him. And the second I started pairing everything else, he was like, well, you know what? They're doing work. I got to do work. And, he didn't eat. But the second one of mine ovulated, pounded food this year, he's just been pounding food. And, I threw him in with my black pastel. Just, I want to see what, black pastel, or champagne pewters look like, right? I think that'll be pretty cool. It's my only shot, I think, at normals, really, ever. So we'll see what happens there. But it's been weird. He's like gone off the, what I'm used to. But he's locked with everything I've thrown him into. I've got a few males that it doesn't matter. just this one freaking ultramel pie came smashing everything. Would probably eat a shoe, and he's just not eating. In that time, I've gotten
Eddie,
assist feeders to eat from my clutches. I've gotten an acid pastel that rarely ate to
ah,
start eating like 7 meals in a row. Like she may have had 7 meals when she came here. She was born
Yeah, I got an acid like
late
that
in the
too.
year
An acid
before.
fire. She won't eat for shit, man.
Dude, so
that's how they
I
came.
I was frustrated, right? I was assist feeding her, and it gets to a certain point where you can't assist feed anymore, right? They're just too big,
Right.
right? And it's not really doing anything, feeding them like a pinky or something small. Um, so I went to the local pet store, got a mouse appropriate size, took that. It's like, okay, you ate on your own. That's fine. Awesome. And then I started producing ASFs, and I'm like, I just kept on throwing them little ones in there, and she kept taking two appropriate sized rats 2 weeks in a row. And yeah, I think it's just you got to throw everything at some of these.
Like Eddie, we just had a girl that we had to assist feed, and this is apparently rare from what I've researched, is that we fed her as much as we could, but she just didn't drink. Get that makes sense. And and I would have known that by soaking them they would have kept high. I would have told Eddie, but I didn't know, and I don't know if Eddie knew, but you know, little things we learn. But Eddie did investigate, but it's like with assist feeding, it's like it's a 50-50 because at the end of the day, sometimes they're just meant to die, if it makes sense.
Right, and that's some of the things that I was thinking of when I had a champagne female that I think I said for like a whole year, and I'm like, am I just propping the snake up? And then it took on its own. I did like an AJ, FNA happy dance. It's like it ate, then it ate again, and I'm like, okay, well, it worked this time. But I've had some other ones where it's like, what the heck happened? You know, there was
Like
nothing wrong with you, seemingly, and then you just, didn't thrive. Um, I
Yep.
had a
eh,
proven breeder banana that I got from Chris at BNS, and came here, quarantined, ate a few times. I'm like, okay, I like banana. I want to see what this super pastel leopard does in there. We got a couple locks, and then a couple months later, she was just gone. And I'm like, I have no clue what happened. I thought she went off of food because, she had been bred, and
oh god.
just, yeah. One morning, it's like, oh crap. And
I
he's like, what happened? I'm like, I have no clue. Like there was nothing that would indicate, anything was wrong. I just think, maybe something internally that we couldn't see. But I mean, that's
Eddie,
just
Eddie.
That's the thing
That
when you're
must
dealing with this volume of snakes. When you own 50 to 70 to a couple of hundred of them, something's bound to happen sometime. You're going to wake up and there's one that's dead. You're going to wake up and one that's sick. I mean, it happens to everybody, regardless.
yeah, and it could be like one that you thought was doing great, pounding food, and then for whatever reason, something happens. I mean, we all deal with this. I had this one actually perplexed me. So not in the snakes, but in rodent breeding. I had a colony of Norwegians that were producing for me for long enough that they were close to being retired. But every
Sure.
time one of them was pregnant, they would die, and then the other ones would kind of attack them. Like I've never seen that in Norway before, and it was
here's
just so odd. You see it in mice, you see it, in ASAP sometimes when you're mixing stuff together. But these ones were together for a while. Nobody new introduced had been producing, and then just like day after, week after week, one of them was just obviously pregnant and then died either because of it or something else, or they killed him. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. I've never seen that happen in 2 years of breeding rodents, aside from mice. They're
Eddie.
they're crazy.
Remember Addie, because that what he said reminds me of Addie and that whole thing we dealt with. Remember, because we sent her to Kim, and then it turns out she has that weird esophagus, she had a like an abscess in her esophagus, and then why she wasn't eating, and then she got septic and stuff.
Yep.
I feel like the thing is that we have all these animals. You never think like I can't name a single breeder that takes their animals to the vet because it's not feasible for us. If you have 30, 40 to like 100 animals, and so you just kind of you just chalk it up to, oh, it just happened. But in reality, if you think about it, a lot of these animals are line bred. Maybe
Yeah, were these rodents that I had? Did I have like 3 generations straight that I kind of like I didn't realize from the grow out bin that I had pulled some with some maybe genetic things, or I even had I had a Savannah monitor that was doing great. Like, all right, he warms up to me after giving me a scar, and then like Thanksgiving a couple of years ago, this thing went from like vibrant, nasty to liking me to holy crap, we have to find a vet. And to do that on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving for an exotic that's probably going to die anyway, it was not. I was calling everybody. It's like, well, yeah, we can't. Either they weren't open or it's like, oh man. And it's cool. It's a Savannah monitor. You want to kind of like keep that alive. Same with like some other, lizards, things like that. I had a bearded dragon, same thing. He went into brumation. Okay, yeah, you do that. He didn't come out.
Huh. That's weird.
Used up all his fat reserves, didn't eat, and I'm sitting there with like Pedialyte and like everything trying to get him to snap back, and so I don't really deal with lizards.
Right.
You did your best.
I have one bearded dragon. Nothing really.
I've been contemplating on getting a red iguana.
But there's some that I would like to get him, but I had plans to breed bearded dragons.
I had an iguana when I was younger. I had him probably about 9 years, and he got over 7 feet, or close to 7 feet. He was over 6 for sure.
Bro, my tooth is chipped because I got freaking tail wood by an iguana, bro. Never again. Never again.
I had one when I was in high school. It promptly went to a local community college because this thing was mean. Bite, tail whip, scratch, like no matter how much, like to handle him, you had to physically restrain him, and I'm like, it's too much.
You just sounded like you named it off a bunch of Pokemon moves.
But certain lizards are fine. If you work with them from when they're babies, when they're hatchlings, I think you can really do a lot of great work. But if you get one where it's like, oh man, there's some that are just going to be nasty in general, and nothing you do to tame them down or get them used to you will work. I got I think a 5-year-old Colombian dwarf boa that still hates me. Take him out every day for the next year. He's still gonna hate me. He's still gonna strike when I go get him.
Guy is. Look who this guy is. Look who the cat dragged in.
We can't see. You have the comment posted.
My bad. I'm used to this. What's up, Parker?
How's it going?
What's up?
Man, this is my boy Parker, bro. Like we have a love-hate relationship, but currently I love him right now.
He's always doing that gay stuff, trying to play with my weenie. Makes me uncomfortable. Then we fight, and then it just kind of resets.
Yeah. No. But Eddie, speaking of that, like speaking of what you're saying about your stranger not having interest in girl, he's only had shown interest in the clown girl and my coral glow girl, right?
Yeah, he's been locked several times to the clown. She should ovulate soon. And the other one is the coral glow.
Twice at least.
The coral glow was 3 times.
Oh, hey, we got a special guest joining. This is my boy.
Hey, Stan.
Stan, yo, shout out Stan. Hey, Stan, I can't wait to send you that NC Hurricane. Oh, trick, NC trick hypo, 100% het rainbow, boy.
And
I
Are
was
we
gonna say,
calling everything that's Trick Hurricane, or what's the consensus in the community now?
I'm calling everything Hurricane Trick, bro. I don't care, bro. I don't like Hans. I say that everywhere. I don't like him.
You can hear me all right?
Yes, I can hear
Yes,
you.
sir.
What's
Sweet,
up?
sweet.
But
What's up, Eddie?
Not much. How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
So question. How many of you guys like Blackhead? Hey, Eddie, you want to show them? You want to show them Abyss? You want to show them Abyss, my boy?
Or
Quick,
I
I'll
can do
put you
that.
on solo. Yeah,
you
I'll
want to
put you
show
on
them
solo.
fake Blackhead?
So I will
What?
say my blackhead is, she's mean.
Dude, like, remember
Let's
this camera shit here.
the more, and then you switch the camera. There you go.
Well, he remained in the live, so that's a good sign.
This is the girl that I'm excited for. Oh wait, no, he
You hit
left
the wrong
on.
button. Did he hit the wrong button again?
He hit the wrong button.
He did or you did?
No, he did.
Well, you got
He
yourself
did.
on solo, bro.
Yeah,
No,
he
he
kicked him
backed
out and
up.
put you on. Come
No,
on, man.
I didn't kick him out. Yeah, I did kick him out.
Y'all jinxed me.
You jinxed him. Hey, look at y'all jinxed him, bro. Yeah, try again.
Hey, it's like the first one on YouTube, right? You get out the kinks.
Hey, this is the first one, bro. Like I do IGs, but it wouldn't let Stan go on IG, so I went through all this just to get Stan up. Okay, here we go.
Oh yeah, that's nice and clear.
Huh.
There's some
So tell
Blackhead
me
for
this.
you.
All right. After Mark, because you know this is my baby, bro. Tell me this. So this is a blackhead, red exanthic, yellow belly female, right? She's being paired to a GHI stranger het clown. Doesn't that look dope?
Man, I have a blackhead yellow belly, and just seeing the difference that one gene adds there.
Be very gentle.
Oh, she
It's
has
kinda
yellow
cool.
belly. Yeah, she has yellow belly. You can see it, right?
That's nice. I like that dorsal stripe. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it definitely. What you said, red stripe. That definitely is
No,
doing
she's red
something.
exanthic. Red exanthic.
red
It's
exanthic
black-
rather.
Yeah. It takes all the blacks from the blackhead, right? And it causes that blushing in the dorsal, like in the side.
Yeah, it's like my blackhead yellow belly is dark. I know we can't pick up everything on the camera here, but
Yeah,
that is nice.
And she's locking too. She's pairing to she
Eddie,
locked to
Walmart Eddie over here.
hey. So what did she lock to? What did we test her on, Eddie?
it was the yellow belly NT stranger or leopard pied, possibly that clown.
All right. Let me go on. Let me exit so Parker can show off this. What's this blackhead you want to show off?
He just was missing, so I was like, I'll throw a Blackhead up. It's nothing fancy. It's one. He's going. I got him listed on Morph Market too, but he's just a little.
Hey, she was paired to this one.
All right. Let me exit solo. Okay. There you go. What do you guys think? Leopard or stranger?
Because I love Eddie, stranger. I'm not gonna put that type of negativity out there.
I don't think it's leopard. I look at that. That does not look leopard, does it?
That's is that a pod too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's also Posset Clown.
It's hard, in Pi to see certain things.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
But I mean, it is the kind of Pi that you probably should be able to see certain things.
I paired it to a pastel Lester pinstripe I produced. Hopefully she should be soon, and that'll give me a good idea if it's leopard or stranger.
But What I would say is with leopard, you get like that black banding around the pattern though, and I don't see that.
Boy, put the snake
Um,
in his house.
Also, Eddie, you want to show the
Here you
DG stuff? Like me and Eddie, we're co we're collabing on a DG, like a DG clown project. And let me tell you, this girl, you want which one you want to show first, Eddie? The black pastel or the Enchi one?
Doesn't matter which one you want.
The Enchi, because she's just bigger. She's bigger right now. But
What's up, Eric?
what's up, Eric?
Eric B, no rocking.
See, so this here is the Enchi DG Het Clown female, and she's going to be going to Antoine Hood at High Desert to be paired to a Batman Redhead.
Oh, nice.
Oh hell yeah. That's a big girl right there.
She's 927 grams right now. And she got that weird paradoxing. If you see on her head, she looks like what's it called? She looks like the Two-Face.
So is she like ball wrapping, or is she next year?
She's late this year.
Later.
Next
Okay.
year, if we get her big enough,
That's
she could
crazy.
be late this year.
That paradox is crazy on that head. I like that.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
wow.
weird. Like if they're old enough and exhibiting behaviors and they're a little smaller, I know they'll pound some food to sort of
It's got
get
some
up.
paradoxing on the back too, there on the back dorsal, or am I just
Yeah.
seeing things?
Yeah, that's paradoxing.
Okay.
Yeah. See, I bought her for $800 as a poth het clown, and she tested positive for het clown. Mind you, it was like $3,000 for one at the time, so that's why, totally not why I like genetic testing. But
You want me to throw the other one up there? Black pastel.
I mean, sometimes you get a steal though.
Yeah.
You get a visual pass hat, and then it's a visual hat. Find another coat on in there.
See, I paid more for this male than I did the female, and it's just kind of crazy. Where's and it's kind of different, like like you see like Stan and Kent. You see with like in the morph market, everyone's pushing pastel clown, DG clowns, or you know what I'm saying, like fire
Nobody's pushing
DG clowns.
pastel.
Dude, I was
I am
waiting for him to
selling
stop talking to say it.
Well, no,
I think
no,
clown where clown is going is clown's just gonna end up just being everybody's base.
yeah,
That's why
You know, which don't get me wrong is definitely a nice base for where you're headed. You know what I mean? And it gives you some nice dorsal, and sometimes you can get some nice dripping going down the side from the clowns too. You know, it just depends on what you're doing.
I mean,
Everybody wants to hate on pastel, but everybody's got to remember, man. Game started with pastel, so there's a lot of pastel and a lot of stuff that people just don't
right.
realize.
And
Because
and
they just don't test for pastel.
So chances are you're going to find combos that suck, and then chances are you're going to add some things to make them look better.
Of course.
Hey, Parker, what you gonna say?
I don't know. Shit. I think I just said that like pastel just still has its place. I'm like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really add any value for me if I'm looking at purchasing this thing. But I mean, I'm typically, unless it's super pastel's not going to steer me away.
Right.
Unless I'm specifically trying to work some dark stuff.
I would just say that most DG clowns available on Morph Market are pastel, which is not knocking. I'm just saying that I wanted to work a different market. I wanted to work a different market with Eddie, like, so that's why we did Eddie. Where'd Eddie go?
Can we get Donovan some more? He doesn't want to tell you, but your snake got out.
You got pastel and DG work well together, right?
Eddie,
We know that.
oh, we got to
Yeah,
run away.
okay, you had
Apparently my
clown.
snake got out.
I don't think it actually got out. I was just kidding.
Like,
Look,
I've been saying
for instance, I'll take one from KG's book. If pastel came out today, everybody would shit themselves and be all over it and be like, "What's that brightening gene going on over here?" Like immediately.
And
But
Exactly.
it's been out
Spider
so
came out with no
long that
wobble,
exactly.
This is up there on my favorites. Of like nothing too fancy. It's just pastel pie, but I mean it does a ton.
hey Devin, put him up there.
Oh, he's good. He's there. Oh, let me put it. Let me put it solo. There you go.
There you
My
go.
bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, see, look at all that
it's
pattern.
low
I like
white.
that. That
Yeah.
looks
Oh yeah,
Pattern.
she's gorgeous.
I love that. The pattern is
Ooh.
just crazy.
Yeah, she's up there. Really, one of my favorite. That aren't anything.
Like for a pastel, you wouldn't think you would get that dorsal stripe
No.
from the head back like that.
Yeah,
And then it just gets all crazy, like jigsawed. That's pretty nice. I like that.
No, I was gonna sell her, and then as she started getting bigger, the patterns started being a little bit nicer. I was like, no, I could always use another pied breeder. So
Right.
if she'll stick around, and I might phase her out down the line when I've got some double head or pied head clowns and
I
stuff
mean,
going
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
You throw stuff that works with pied and pastel into that.
Oh, it'd be fantastic. But yeah, especially
Yo,
if she's
Parker.
gonna stay pretty.
Sorry. Okay,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the whites are gonna brown out.
Right.
I was gonna ask you, Parker, since I was sending you, since we're sending you the clown pie, you want to show the females that you plan on pairing them to?
So I've been kind of like on the fence about it a little bit. I talked to Eddie a little. So I'm like, not to shit talk or anything, but like drama tends to like come along, and I just don't. I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons of whether it's possibly causing problems later. So I'm kind of still on the fence a little bit of what I want to do exactly. But he doesn't come for another 2 weeks, so I
Yeah.
figure I'll know for sure then. If I do, I think.
At the end of the day, it's whatever. I'll still keep pairing them to this calico for Em no, for the guy that won the calico girl. Oh, look at this!
The star of the show. Yay!
Hi.
Bye.
Wow, we did that in harmony.
Boys to men. Boys to men.
Oh, what's that?
Nothing fancy, but I'd be able to get some double heads. Lesser pinstripe granite. I want to get some
Okay.
granite worked into the clown project just to see kind of how it goes. I've got a couple
Okay.
really nice granites. And so this is one of them. And she's gorgeous for what she is. Like knowing the
Agreed.
genes, you break it down that way and you're kind of But I mean, all by herself, if you didn't know nothing, she's a gorgeous looking animal.
Yeah, but you said lesser, right?
Yeah.
So you're making double heads with that. There's a chance you hit all you want to hit, and you got lesser on both sides.
Well, not his. His doesn't have lesser.
But yeah, he wouldn't. I don't think he would
No,
kill
I
two lessers
have to
together.
keep that in mind with the male that I pair. That I don't throw any Belgians in there and just hit myself an all white snake and wash everything out.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's something to keep in mind with like future pairings, but it's not gonna necessarily steer me away. And maybe I don't keep, one that I
Yeah, you don't keep it separate. Yeah,
Right.
but I mean, you
I'm
hit the
digging that
banger
growth
all gene
I'm
on
digging
both
that growth
sides. It's like, oh man, I
You
have
have
that.
the
I have an
tension
issue. I have
there.
a super pastel Enchi butter ghost, and I have some Belgians on the other side. It's like that's my fear. And hit that white snake. That's a banger.
You have the Tegu in there,
Uh-oh,
which is kind of dope.
Uh-oh. What's in the growth tent?
Not what you think.
How is that a monitor in there?
Oh my god!
The
just
star of
kidding.
the show wants to
you.
know what's going on. See, I knew it. Monitor, I knew it. Come get some.
Just the ornate
But
Nile.
now,
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
And he's friendly.
Well, he allows it. The guy, I got him not very long ago. The guy didn't have the space for him. I mean, he had him in like a display case, like a storefront, And anyways, he said like he's a dick, like da 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 da. I put him in the grow tent. Like 3 days later, I had him out climbing on my shoulder and stuff. I think he was just
Yeah,
impressed with the amount of space he had.
I was gonna
I'd
say
be
if
a
he
dick
was in that
too.
growth and he was that much of a dick, he would try getting out of one of the vent holes.
Mm-hmm.
I know all
But
about
no,
those crew tents.
I've had
They're
him
not.
for a month and a half, 2 months.
He looks pretty
and
chill for the most part.
yeah, he's cool. I haven't had him try to do nothing but tail whip me a couple times, but
I mean, most of the monitors they're more like house aggressive. So when they're in their enclosure, they're a little more aggressive. But kind of once you get them out, you kind of seem to tame down.
they tend to.
I used to
tame
have a
down.
huge black throat, so he's awesome, man. I like that.
But I will say, of all the animals I've owned, I have the most scars from monitors, whether it's nails, tails, or teeth.
yeah, I'm still working on Stuck Shed that he had when I got him. That's just not quite working its way off.
So you get the so this is what you do: get the electrolyte soak for bearded dragons, fill up the bathtub or a tote, put the electrolyte soak in there, and set them in there and close the lid and let them sit in there for a while. Bro, that shit'll peel off like hot butter, bro. I mean, like easy,
Crazy how
so
much
easy.
harder it sticks versus
They do because their scales are a lot more coarse.
thick. But yeah, he's cool. I got 2 grow tents in here. The other one's a blue tegu.
Nice.
But also, when you're doing getting the shed off, and I've noticed this for the monitors I've had, once they're in water, it seems like they're chill, right? So you can go get your handling when they might have been feisty before,
Well,
right?
it also depends on temperature of the water too. Ken.
Right, they're nice, warm, enjoying the bath. I mean, mine is yeah, that's
Eddie
fun.
said he'll be right back. He had to go do something.
Now, whenever I clean my monitor's enclosure, the first thing it ever did, poop in the water bowl.
Yeah, he's hanging out underneath his water right now. I did a my 5-inch layer, like a topsoil peat sand mix. So like not very much sand, just enough. It kind of helps it hold its shape a little better.
Yeah, so you can burrow and do whatever.
And it seems to be working good for him. That's what I did for my tegu too. And then I just water it. And like the nice part of the grow tents is there's so many vents. So like for his, I opened up some more vents. Let me hold you. Okay, come on. It's dirty, I know. So him, I have a lot more popped open. But like on my tegu, I have his all closed all the time. You open it, you feel like you're walking out into the parking ramp in Florida at the airport.
Right after it rains, right?
Hey, now easy.
Hey, man, Florida has hurricanes and humidity.
You want to see? Go look at the list.
So like 4 miles from me earlier got hit with a tornado.
Jeez.
Touchdown.
So Parker, what's your most anticipated clutch of 2024, my boy?
Most of them.
That's a smart answer.
So I
All of them?
I got some stranger stuff going. I got pastel leopard stranger, 100% het lavender, 50% het clown. I got him paired to a lavender albino female and a spider het lav. And then I got my fire red stripe stranger, 100% het clown boy. I got him before the other 2 strangers I've got. So he'd been putting in the work ahead of time, so he got most of it. So he's got 2 clowns he was paired to, 2 pieds, a GHI leopard, and what else was there? I think that's pretty much all that was like strictly to him. Then I do have a het pied stranger as well. So I'm trying to watch and see on one of my smaller pieds to see if she took. I don't think she has. So she might get bumped over to him. I haven't really decided for sure yet.
Let me see that. There's a mealworm stuck to that.
That's gross, totally. But yeah, and then we're doing some just kind of more simple pairings and stuff too. I was really looking forward to. I've been growing up for a while. That granite project. I've got a single gene granite female who's ready now, and I've got a lesser granite female who's ready. and then I have a granite tin nail. I want to shoot for doing a super granite just for my own sake. That was one of the combos that I saw, like, or supers that I saw at the beginning, and like really, really liked it. And so I was like, I've abandoned like almost all my starter projects that I like wanted to do. And I was just talking to Amos about this week, and he was like, you shouldn't be doing that. You're wasting it. I'm like, no. I know that. Like, I know that I could make something more expensive. I can know that I could make something better. And he's like, I'd rather see like a really nice version of that granite girl who's head clown. I'm like, well, yeah, but that wasn't the original plan. So next year, maybe I'll have a double visual boy that I can pair to her, and then get that ball rolling.
Amos is awesome in terms. He's like awesome, but he's like also very blunt with like how he feels about projects. Like if he feels like you're in the project's pointless, he'll tell you, I don't think why would you do that? Why would you pair that to that? You could do this. It's like
I felt so bad. He was following me for a while, and I wasn't following him. It's like, oops. Yeah. It's like you were talking about him. I'm like, I got to look him up. Oh wait, he's following me.
I got
Jason Aim.
I got
You got some nice stuff, man.
Oh yeah, I got
will
about
say that.
30 snakes of his here.
Yeah, 20,000 worth for animals. Yeah, this man out here, big boy.
Don't worry about me. Don't you worry about it.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question, and I don't think normally I wouldn't have, you guys wouldn't think this being acid, this would be hide, but it's got a clean ass belly for an acid.
Blow him up,
What the
Prop
hell?
C. What are you doing?
Now all you're gonna hear from this guy:
Blow him up.
test it.
Well, yeah, that's what he's going to say.
Tested.
I am
Yeah,
testing,
tested.
but I mean,
Tested it.
so a couple sheds before, there was still some stuff going on here, and now it's.
That is
I'm still going to test it anyway, but I mean, it's a
acid.
clean
Yeah,
belly
that
for an
belly
acid.
You're kidding.
Show me the back half.
she's
Show me
also
the back
head clown.
tail half. Show me the back tail half, like the back.
Yeah, she is.
Like no, like the side of the back
The
tail.
side and the dorsal, yeah.
Yeah, there. See, like, I would say it might be, but I would expect if it was head pied for that to be like blank, if that makes sense. Like the blank.
Yeah.
Like
But it's hard to tell. Acid's, always dirty bellies, so you can't.
You got.
But it's got the white
You
tail
got
tip. It is.
how about
100%
how about any eye drips there, Ken? Like teardrops right underneath its eyes.
What?
maybe. Yeah, I see teardrops.
Oh, yeah.
I see it.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if any of you guys have ever watched Sean Bradley, but that's how they figured out what clown was in the beginning.
So she
is from imports.
From the same
Was the teardrops on the eyes?
As this one, which is kind of crazy. They're from the same breeder. This one's a anti-pastel yellow belly clown, born at the same time, roughly. You can see how big of a difference that makes, right? When you have one lazy and not eating. So hopefully that one catches up. But this one,
That's a male. That's a male.
I have no clue what I'm going to put to her. I assume the male is not here, but I'll probably.
Oh, that's a female.
Yeah. So she'll be ready, I think, like next year. Hopefully, she's been eating great.
I was gonna say she's getting big. She's getting big.
Yeah, she's already moved from to the big girl tub. So, and anyway, here's how pastel looks good in clown. Add 2 more genes.
You're supposed to have the smaller tubs at the bottom and the bigger tubs at the top, so you can put on the old jam. These are moving on up.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, but that way you don't have to bend over as many times.
Yes.
When you get wood rats like these, you're bending over and pulling and pushing because it settles. It gets annoying. But I mean, I produce stuff in them, so I don't really have too big of an issue with them. They work for now.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest though. Like what me and Ed did is like, and I was debating this around. I decided to go like a lilac with my DG clown stuff, so I went like with a black pastel DG het clown, and a lot of people be like,
Evan, you can take me
"Why?"
off. I'm not showing snakes.
Hey, bro, I'm just looking at your beard, bro. I'm looking at your beard, bro.
You're missing out when you had yours.
No, I
It's
have
almost
mine
back.
now. It grew back. It's almost back, but Parker bullied me, bro, when I cut off all my hair, bro. It was
It's
horrible.
not my fault. You look awful.
Yes, I know,
Call,
bro.
dude, call God up about it. That's not on me.
I had to do it because I gave my word. I gave my word
No,
that
you didn't. It was the next day. I'd give it to you if you had like hopped off the live and did it, or even did it during the live.
You just sent that sad Michael Jordan looking photo of him all bald.
that's me, bro. No, but no, I decided to go black pastel because like, have you ever seen a black pastel Desert Ghost clown?
Maybe, but I don't know. I'm sure they
Okay.
exist. You know?
Okay.
Hey.
All right. Eddie's done for the evening, so he will collect some, be good, but no, but besides Stan, speaking of
Yes, sir.
Jason Amos though, like honestly though, I just straight up like I messaged Jason Amos and I kind of explained like what was going on, with you and your situation. I said, hey, like I know it doesn't change like what you're going through, but he's really into Rainbow, and I know you work Rainbow, and it would mean a lot to him. And he was like, you know what? Hey, like you're already buying like an ammo from me, add 500 to that, and I'll throw in that for Stan. And I said, okay, like say less.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah,
And you seen it? It's a $1,700 animal. It's not like one of
bro.
those cheap.
When I showed my son, he was like he about shit himself sitting here
But I mean,
Yeah,
I think
just
when you get to a
because that
certain
like
point,
so
you have
the
the
mail
ability
that
to
we
do that.
had is just going to be the mail that we have now. Our het rainbow. He's just going to be like our. I'm not going to get rid of him. I'm just going to keep him as my backup mail.
yeah.
So I'm going
So
to
you
definitely
see,
get some more females in for that project because I don't know. I want to work it a little harder than some. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
yeah. Hey,
It's still a T positive line, so it's considered albino. I would say right because that's what albino
that's
is considered as T pos, right?
Yeah, T
But
well.
positive,
There's
T
it's
two.
negative.
There's
Yeah.
two.
definitely has a whole different contrast than an albino, in my
Yeah.
opinion. In my opinion, if
Yeah,
you've
It's like
ever
a
seen the
better.
ultraviolets are knockout.
Ooh.
what I've seen of Rainbow, it does kind of like the inverse of what I expect. Where I expect to see like things be vibrant. So I mean, I like it. Um, I know Jolly has one, and
Yep.
they were showing it off on my live a while back,
Yeah.
and I was just like blown away. And I assume it looks 1,000 times better in person.
Man.
Oh,
You
for real.
see,
I thought the same. Because I was kind of like, oh, that's cool. I went to Amos's place when I bought her. Anyways, he showed me some of his rainbow stuff, and I was like, okay, I get it now. Okay.
Yeah, right. It's like, wait,
hey,
why does it look that way?
Stan, you see the sire of that boy you're getting though, right? That his etchy hypo hurricane rainbow. It looks insane.
Can we hold you?
Like Parker, you saw that in person, right? His etchy
Is that-
hypo hurricane,
Yeah.
bro. It's insane, bro. It's insane as hell.
I might hit back up the same breeder that I got one of my other females from because he was trying to hit me off, or actually it was the male I got, and he was trying to hook me up with another two females, and he hasn't posted them on Morph Market, so I might hit him up and see if he still got them available because he was
See,
willing to give me a pretty good deal on them.
see, I'm really excited
The one that I got from him, he didn't have listed on Morph Market either, though. The mail that I got from them.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't bought a
No.
snake off a Morph Market that I didn't back into Morph Market through the seller like in a minute.
Anyway,
It's like we bought it. It's like put it on Morph Market. Let's get you 5 stars. Let's go. And I think that's where most things happen, right?
I think I chunk of them.
But anyways, for Amos, yeah, like you know that Parker, you know that line that I named for Jason, the strangest. I'm finally getting one of them, bro. I'm so excited for it.
You gonna send it here, or is it gonna go camp at Eddie's?
It's going to Eddie. So no, what we're gonna do is we're testing both his hypo.
You guys got to get flight plans for that snake. It sounds like it could be doing a lot of traveling.
I just love how everybody always asks, damn it, is it at Eddie's? Or is it going to Eddie's?
I mean, I know Amos isn't going to grow it up for you.
I know that, but my point is like, at this point, I've kind of just come to terms, like, and I've really been working to give Eddie more credit towards our thing, because, you know, at the end of the day, I accept it. I like what me and Eddie got going on at the end of the day, because it just works for the both of us, you know?
It takes a special kind of person to be Eddie in that situation. It really, I mean, there's just a lot to it. And, I mean, not that it can really be that big a deal. He also isn't a big... like try to do anything really online stuff anyways. He's not really be my friend, talk to me like that. So
Kevin pumps Eddie's stuff up more than his own.
Still listed.
Yeah, that's why I put
it's still listed. Prophecy.
Oh, it's still listed. Yeah, it's still listed. Yeah, it's still listed. But Amos already agreed. It says I had to put the money up for it. I just then I get paid, so it's all good. No, but Jason, but with Eddie's stuff, like, Eddie doesn't do the social media stuff like that, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do, so I can feel like I'm not just doing nothing, you know, and I buy things that are helpful to the project. Like when Eddie said he needed more females for like his stranger clown to go to, the first thing I did was bought more het clown females ready to breed. You know, I was like, here you go.
And meanwhile,
at least you have a good relationship.
A year ago.
Joint projects, I dread them. I was here cutting one that failed, and it's like, well, this one lives. I guess it's yours.
It's not joint. It's not joint. It's more that I'm buying these snakes for Eddie, if that makes sense. They're not like I'm working with him, but it's like it doesn't have the drama of a joint project.
Fee to kind of talk about the snakes. That's what.
That's for real. No, all I ask for Eddie is if I decide like one day I want one of them or two of them to start my own thing, that that's all I ask, and he said that it's cool. That's like that's my plan for my for the Redhead DG stuff, because the Redhead DG stuff that's going to be, I think, my personal like project that I will do here myself, and that's the only one. It'll just be that.
Don't worry, bro. In 3 years, you'll be excited about a different one, and then that rack will stay on ice.
Yeah, something else to come out being, oh, this is the same thing as this, and then Devin will be like, oh, I got like 10 of them. Awesome.
Exactly. No, but
Hey, I got a quick question. This is going to be a good one too. Ready?
Uh-oh.
If you paired an Enhancer G stripe to a pastel chocolate hypo het DG, could someone please tell me where you're getting the het rainbow from?
What?
All right, I'm going to explain it one more time.
No, I got that.
I'm actually going to explain. I'm going to explain the pairing one more time. The pairing was Enhancer G stripe to a pastel chocolate hypo het DG, and it's listed as an Inchy GHI Fire Disco Red Stripe Het Clown Pos Het Rainbow.
That must be a miss.
Yeah, he probably was
Upload.
uploading a bunch of stuff at the same time. Had the pairing for
Yeah,
one.
that's what I'd be. I
All
have.
right, so
I don't
so
think
I'm gonna
anybody's
go,
that.
I'm gonna
that
go
bad
to
of
it.
a
I'm
scam.
gonna go to his other listing and see what that one says.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
because
weird, bro.
we all make mistakes. We're writing down like a clutch card. We put the birth date of the sire, but it's we
Bro.
sell the baby.
You
Something
know what
like it could be
craziest?
innocuous, something like that.
If you have your animals uploaded to it, you're supposed to be able to kind of drag and click, to be able to punch in the males and the females for pairings and stuff. So it's possible when he did it, transporting it if you use like a third party program.
Yeah, it's something messed up because on his other listing, it's a GHI Fire Disco Clown Posset Rainbow. The pairing was a GHI Red Stripe Yellow Belly Fire Clown to an Inchy Disco Inferno Double Het Rainbow Clown.
Okay, that
makes a lot more sense than the first one. So
the first one was like when I just read it, bro. I was like, where are we getting rainbow? Because I don't see even a het rainbow in the pairing to even have possible rainbow there.
But one of the ones I can't stand is when they list the stuff that's like pause, right? Like from a codom standpoint. Oh, this is yellow belly and grapple. No, it's not. It's one or the other. And I don't know if Lord Martin has an option to list it that way.
Hey, Stan and Parker, the funniest thing I've ever seen on Morph Market was kind of sad too. Is this guy? He had this animal as a pet only, right? This clown female, leopard something clown female, and in the description he said, "I paired her once. She nearly died from being egg bombed. I paired her again. She nearly died from being egg bombed, and then I paired her a third time." And she nearly died by being egg bombed. So now I'm no selling her as a pet. And I'm just sitting here like, did it really take 3 times for you?
I mean, one time egg bound's enough.
You think?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm just like looking at this.
If she's 20 grand, I'm going for 2. 2 in a row.
Maybe unfortunately you paired it too small, or something happened. Okay, you're right. You want to get your ROI. Like
one time,
a normal class, and you can
after
roast
the
me
second time, bro. I couldn't do it. After the second time, bro, and then the third time is when you're just like,
it took you 3 times.
The third time he was like, God damn it, I got so many vet bills into this, it has to pay off.
The snake is just looking at, they're like, why are you doing this to me? No, I don't know. It's weird with stuff like that, bro. Like some of the descriptions are weird. Like
and like some of the stuff is like, why is it that price? Or why did you, we were just talking about, why'd you prolong it that long?
Exactly.
Or it's like,
it's money.
This was a wonky, normal 10 years ago. It produced one other wonky normal 5 years ago. I'm selling the whole project. It's like, you've never proven anything. Don't call it a gene.
Hey, that's why it's a project. Come on.
Well, at least working. I want to see it have a super. I want to see it being clown pied, all the popular recessives before you even tell me you have a freaking project.
Parker, you remember how I got that blackhead girl, right? That whole thing.
The Pos Blackhead?
No, not the Pos Blackhead. No, the other one. The one from Kim. That was crazy. No, like, hear me out, bro. And it's an iffy thing because I've been hearing.
I wouldn't even go into it. Not on live doing all that. Like.
All right. That's fair.
And
but she's good now.
Devin was just looking like Wilson peering over that fence on his screen.
she's good now, but it's crazy. It's crazy though. It's like
no man. People get into it. They do a really great job. Shit happens, and they just get less passionate. Things start. It's easy to start neglecting when you got 200 snakes. It's not hard to not
we
get
were
yourself.
Told she was 14.
It's not hard to forget to be that pastel male.
But listen, we were told she was 14. Listen, we were told that she was 1,400 grams before we got her.
I'm just saying. You also though, like, of all the people for somebody to be like doing some weird stuff to, it'd be somebody who's buying a snake from me, and I'm sending it to somebody else's house. I wouldn't be too worried about like you're not gonna throw it on the scale because you're not there to throw it on the scale. You know, not that you didn't, not that Eddie didn't catch it.
No.
I'm just saying that adds a layer of plausibility to like trying to slip something through. You know.
I was mad. I was mad because at the same time, it's because I unknowingly put Eddie at risk, and that's why
Yeah, but that's how that works every time you buy a snake from anyone ever anywhere. Shit happens. Dude, I mean I trust Eddie, but I'm still gonna QT from Eddie just because Eddie could got a snake from somebody else and accidentally cross-contaminated, something stupid happened. And it probably isn't, and it's probably fine. And 95 times it is, but those couple other times, dude, it makes you be like, how stupid was I to not
But
just
here,
do that?
but hear this, like we were told, like she never hit over 1,000 grams until she was paired, right? From 800 grams to 1,200. She hit 1,500 grams for us before the first pairing. She hit 1,500 grams, easy, not even hard.
Dude, sometimes too. You send a snake. You take a snake for a car ride. You change things up just enough, and I
hope that's the case.
We moved
Hey,
here.
man. She was 900 grams the first time I paired her. That was 2 years ago.
What's she now?
Like 2,300. She's huge.
See, no, this girl, she's 6 years old. She was 5 years old and 696 grams when we got her.
Yeah, this one's 6, but like she was. I didn't think it was. I bought it as a male, and I just threw the champagne pastel in with her, and then it locked, and I had my first clutch. I sent her up, so she rebounded from her. I thought she was gonna die. Point two, I got her to like 1,400 grams. Sent her to my buddies last year. She came back huge, without having any eggs, without making me any pies. But it was just like amazing how like big they can grow. She was just pounding food. I don't think the male was ready, so she kind of it didn't click.
Hey, I think because Ken's live is starting soon, and plus a kind of emergency to happen, so I have to cut this off. It was nice.
All right, man.
After we'll show this off, and then
I was just got this one last.
Parker, you were right.
Huh.
You're right about it got out. I just got.
Did it really?
Yeah. It got stuck in a rat trap. So I'm just kind of flipping out because that's $1,000 animal, and I'm just sitting here just like,
Oh man, that sucks.
That's why I keep my snakes at my
That's a
house
no bueno.
to be mad about. But anyway, so I got her. She was one of those like, bought her for the sake of buying her. Really, it popped up on one of the pages. I paid $30 for her. She's just a fire. She was like just tiny, maybe like 250, 300 grams and like scrawny. And it's been about a year now. And she's what?
She's looking big.
Oh, huge. I mean, she wouldn't eat for nothing. And I finally just bumped her into a really tiny tub. And I swear to God, if I wiggled the shoelace right on my tennis shoes, she'd think it was a rat and swallow.
Yeah, sometimes it's just that change of environment.
Yeah. Disclaimer though.
Real
quick, disclaimer though. Right? I'm gonna just say this real quick. Disclaimer though. Animals get out of the time, so I'm not knocking any. I'm not knocking
nobody's
liver. I just say.
Even if you were starting to, it just gets swung back. That's why you don't send snakes places. If you want to be mad about it, then.
Oh, I'm not mad at all. It happens.
Yeah, they can do magic. Snakes can get out of a lot of stuff, bro. Believe that. They can do magic.
Leave a tub slightly ajar. You find them over here on the heat tape.
Yes, sir.
At least mine aren't, dumb and get out too much, but it's only happened like 3 times.
She's got some cooking for me.
Ooh.
Oh, she's looking nice.
Got paired to Chewy.
Oh, Chewy. Oh, yes. Oh, you want to tell the story about Chewy?
So I had, has it 2 years now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, 2 years now. 2 years in July. I was out in Colorado visiting the in-laws. And my little brother was taking care of the animals. And anyways, he didn't close the tub on his snake that was in my rack. It got out, and we had him. It was in the mechanical room off of my garage. And my rats were in the garage. So at night, we'd crack the garage door up to vent out all that nasty ammonia and whatever. His snake got out, went into the garage, went out in front of the neighbor's house, and we owned our side, but it was a townhouse. And neighbors saw it, killed it, called animal control and the police. Ball pythons are dangerous animals in the city that we were in. So go figure. Like, and so
I want to see the one ball python that has killed a human.
For real, the one that's hurt a human, not seriously injured, hurt, like more than a little rug burn, more or less.
Did you happen to go to a local Petco or PetSmart to see if they actually sell ball pythons there?
They don't.
They don't.
No.
Wow.
But anyway, so
that's a pretty strict city ordinance.
Oh, it's stupid. We started fighting with it, but so he called me. I called the cop that was there and talked to him. He asked what we had. I told him everything that we had, and he was like, "Well, you can't have those." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm 14 hours away, so like, give me a couple extra hours, and 15, 16 hours. Like, I'll be there. I can let you in. I can show you what it is. I can move everything. I got a buddy who will take him for now until he figures something out." The neighbor wouldn't shut up about it. Like, she was tripping out. So they got a no-knock warrant and let themselves in and took everything. They took corn snakes and had them labeled as pythons. And
everything. This is a python. It's like, that's a garden snake. Come on, man.
Dude, like, not my king snakes. Like, I'm like, dude, these are like,
that's funny. That's their way around your Fourth Amendment right, is to go get a no-knock search warrant.
And because it's something that's inherently dangerous.
Yeah, they're not, and that's fine. If that's the rule, fine. I told you I would.
They're not.
I told you I would move them. So, and we can talk about it later, like if that's what the case is. But so animal control came and took them, and had no idea how to take care of them. They didn't throw them on any heat, any nothing. They had them all in little like sterilite tubs, because at the time the racks that I had were built in, so they were attached to the wall, and so they didn't take those with. They had them in like a 70-degree room, on like soaking wet pine bedding on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, and so I got a hold of animal control, and anyways, I ended up getting permission to go over there, and like got everything switched. I got them taken care of. Got some heat in there going for them, and stuff like that. But then I had a buddy take them for me outside the city limits, but the city actually refused to return them to me. Stated that there was no. I'm sorry, I'm on live. Stated that there was no law that required them to return it to me, and since they're dangerous animals. And so I ended up having to get a lawyer, and the lawyer actually was one of the city attorneys at the time that they wrote that ordinance. And he was like, "Yeah, dude, freaking nobody knew nothing about it. They just said they didn't want like the big snakes and stuff, so they wrote no python,
big snakes were all
no
snakes.
boas, no, that's." And then they said no anacondas. That's what they wrote. I'm like,
that's the new push in Washington. USR put it out.
Oh yeah,
total ban on educational, total ban on reptiles. Pretty much all they want you to have is a cat and a dog. Now, you call me crazy, but we are talking the state of Washington. If you
it's not awesome that I have
out there, it's not going to live.
No,
right.
Way
I live
too
in
cold.
Idaho. There's 14 inches of snow on the ground right now.
Exactly. It's never gonna make it, bro.
I mean, there are very,
It's
very
just
few
too
times
much overreach. Just way too much overreach.
where I talked to Jeremy Turgeon. This was one of them. Every time we see a USARK thing, it's like, what the hell now?
It's just so much overreach. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I talked to Phil Goss, and he was kind of helping a little bit. They just didn't have the funding, and neither did I, to like go to court about it here.
Yeah.
They said he tries to keep it like on a state level. He was like, otherwise, they'd have freaking 40,000 cases going on at any given moment.
But I mean, it's a nice thing that you realize your city ordinances suck. I would say
and
that.
what the city council do, we tried to ask them to change it, and they
It's a bunch of Karens.
They also
see that snake and they're scared.
Bro, that's the thing. I'm like, dude, and I'll give it. If you're scared of snakes, it's a big snake. But if you're scared of snakes, the little garter snake outside scares you too. So that doesn't mean they're dangerous.
Right, and they're good for the environment. I mean, where I live currently.
But cats are okay. Cats are the biggest, most invasive problem in North America.
100%.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they're fluffy.
Hey,
100%.
don't talk about hey, yo, my cat is sensitive, okay? Leave her alone.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, put her in the other room. Prophecy. Put her in the other room.
Do whatever you want to do with your own property. Whatever animals
exactly.
you want. So I can support permits.
Yeah, I mean, so long as they don't pose a danger, like a legitimate danger. I mean, I am 2 blocks away from. I used to have a Cayman. I'm 2 blocks away from where I can't have them. And I looked up, and I'm in unincorporated territory, Hanover Township, which doesn't really have too many regulations regarding reptiles. However, the city of Allentown proper, not even proper, city limits is like 2 blocks away. They're illegal because some dumbasses got them and dumped them in the creek. So all crocodilians are banned.
I was like 750 yards from the city, like edge of the city. We're right on the edge of town. I mean, it was in a newer like subdivision and stuff, but like
are we sure?
The end of the cul-de-sac out of town.
But about Chewy, what about Chewy? We want to know about Chewy.
So anyways, they took all the animals and stuff in, and this is partly on me because like I had him feed and he didn't realize that the one didn't eat it, but then they just took that entire, because he was in a glass enclosure, and they just left the rat in there with it. And I didn't get to go in to see the snakes for almost 2 weeks because they couldn't get approval from the city and this and that. And it's a dangerous animal holding area, and so they can't just allow a civilian person to go in there. I was like,
oh my God.
Stupidest thing. But anyway, so that rat just ate the crap out of it.
Oh man, that's awful.
Down to the bone. He was only maybe like 150 grams at the time, just a little baby. And he was the back like 3/4 of him, dude, like just down to like bone. It was disgusting. You should grab Chewy. Throw her away. Back in her tub.
When I get scared when I see like one little nibble, because I miss.
No, that's something.
Right. I see it, on my bell when she sheds. It's like, oh yeah, okay, we might have gotten a bit there.
Yeah.
But I mean, when they're in there for a while, you see rats. They can eat through a lot of stuff, and
oh yeah, I mean,
if they chew through they'll chew through that wood to get out behind you. They'll chew through a snake like that.
They'll chew through the containers, anywhere they can get their teeth on.
Let me go solo.
Really well. These were, I mean, just dude, seriously, like this big around at the time, and just back to back blotches.
And that snake is still there.
I was really worried
awesome, bro.
He wasn't going to be able to breed or anything either, and I planned on just keeping him as a pet down the line.
Why are they cutting out?
He's on a phone.
Like, dude, it doesn't take. When I introduce him into a tub, hemipines pop out. Like, they drag across the bedding. Like, but he locks up.
So he
was going to the fire. But
So he's the survivor,
yeah.
bro. He's the alpha male, bro. Alpha male.
Yo,
for
bro,
real.
That dude just has a
good
will to
job
live,
on it.
man.
Awesome
He's the
job on the
only-
recovery on him, man.
Yeah.
Awesome job.
And we didn't go to the vet for him. We didn't nothing. I did diluted iodine baths. Kept it clean. Did a hospital setting for like 4 months.
On paper.
Yeah, just on paper. For a little bit, I didn't have them on paper because they were so nasty that the paper would get stuck.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It would shed. It would pull all the scabs off, and so then he'd have open sores again. But that, I mean, it worked. He didn't, we didn't handle him. We didn't do much with him. It took him like, almost 2 months before he would eat, and I finally got him to eat. And 2 months after I got him back, so it was, like probably 3 months after it happened. And he finally ate one tiny pup. I mean, like just the tiny, like barely counted. It was probably a little closer to being like a fuzzy. And then he stayed on that for 6 months, and now he'll eat whatever I throw in there with it.
That's awesome, man. That's a nice recovery.
Awesome recovery, bro. Like,
Yeah, he's super pastel, orange dream, pinstripe. What else was it? So since the color's so washed out, they did that pos. But he was possible phantom,
Pastel, orange dream, super pastel,
vanilla, enchi, and then possible phantom, possible head clown.
Oh man,
So
with the
this
super
was
pastel vanilla, you
One
ain't
of my
never seen
first,
that.
like investment snakes, because I was like, he's just a powerhouse, like all this, and he still is, and he's doing actually really pretty good. He still stays a little on the slimmer side, but he's a breeder, and if I offered him food more often, I'm sure he would take it. But he's on about a 10-day rotation, just to try and keep him from growing too fat and lazy like me. But
All right, guys, I gotta go bounce. I gotta do some things backstage for the live weekends.
Same here. I got to go backstage
Thanks
there.
for having me
So.
on, Devin.
thanks. Hey, I appreciate it. And I got hop off too. All right, and that's me. Hey, I appreciate you coming out, Parker. Hey, everybody.
Yo, Prophecy. Thanks, my man.
No problem, bro. Take care, bro.
all right, we'll catch you later.
All right, catch you later. Take care, everybody. I appreciate you coming on my live. Don't forget, say something nice. A kind word can change somebody's day drastically. All right.
Yes,
Take
sir.
care. Love.
Peace.
Take care.